Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID, so please reach out to us and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you. Okay, so the first question is, what is Jenkins? Correct. So usually if you ask anyone and if you Google it, you will be told Jenkins is a CI tool. Now next question is, what is CI then? So CI stand for continuous integration. Okay. So there are two words, continuous integration. That means you integrate something which is continuously, very simple to understand. But in software development, what you want to integrate continuously? So here if you want to integrate build with testing, and then it should be automated build, it should be automated testing, and we want to integrate build with the testing. Okay, and then we want to get the immediate feedback means whether it's a failed or pass. I want to get it immediate. Why? Because if you get an immediate feedback, you can take up actions faster, so avoid the delay in the projects. So this is the overall which you can say is a CI. But if you want to elaborate little bit better way, then we do the code commit, right? So we do the code commit. After that we do what? So after that we do the analyzing the build, analyzing the code, correct? Analyzing the code. Now after that what we do the build. After that we do the unit testing. After that what we do, after that unit testing, we package the software. After the packaging the software, what we do, archive it somewhere. After archiving, what we do, after archiving we do deploy to QA or different environment. After that what we do, we perform the acceptance testing, and after that we perform the code coverage. And see here, logic is very simple. If all passed, then what we do, release, correct now? And if one failed, then what we do, repeat. This is something which we do in the software development process. Now if you look at this here, all these tools, all these phases, these are the phases. We have so many tools actually, so many tools like here we have a git analyze, for which tool we are using, SonarQube. Here we have a build which is Maven, Gradle, I taught you. Unit testing, here you have a JUnit. Here packaging, jar, var, file, and all kind of. Packer, I taught you, right? Packer also you have it. Var also you have it. Archiving, Artifactory, I taught you, right? Artifactory. And deployment to QA, what we should use it? Deployment to QA. Any tools? So we have a Ansible here, right? And acceptance testing, we have a Selenium and all, and then Jacoco, code coverage. So you see that these are the software development phases, and these are the tools we have. Now if you see that here we have a team also, different teams are there. So here if you see that code, build, analyze and all, you have a development team. Okay, dev team. Here it is a dev team, and from here we have a QA team. Correct now? All of you are comfortable? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these are the things. Now whatever you have learned from last 2-3 months, you have to consolidate here. So you learn Git, you learn SonarQube, you learn Maven, you learn Packer, you learn Artifactory, you learn Ansible, you learn Selenium, you learn Jacoco. I have not done the session. So all these things you have to consolidate. You become a developer here. You learn coding also Python, and you become a QA also. You learn Ansible, Selenium, JMeter, Jacoco. All these things you learn, right? QA. So you have to consolidate, you have to integrate continuously. So here once the coding is committed in the Git, after that it should not be any manual work. This is automation, this arrow is integration, this 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 is integration. So it's a continuous integration. Once the code is commit, either you do the release or do what? Repeat. Simple. And this process is called CI
Continuous.
process, continuous integration process. Again, I'm repeating, continuous integration allows the failure. Feedback, we should be failed also, success also. But if it is a pass, if this all CI pass, then you release, sometimes people call CD, continuous delivery. And if it is failed, you have to repeat that. And continuously it should be automated. Code commit, it should be analyzed automatically, build automatically, UT on it automatically, package automatically, archive automatically, deployment to different environment automatically, testing should be automatically, and coverage should be automatically. You should know whether this end of this CI, you should know the code committed is okay for release or not okay for release. Okay for release, everything is good. Not okay for the release, repeat the process. Make sense, guys, all of you? All of you?
Yes.
So the question is, any tools which will help us to integrate all these people like a dev and QA, all the phases, all the tools. Do we have any tools? Yes, we have a many tools actually which can help us. So one of the tool is Jenkins. Okay, we have other tools also like Bamboo, Team City. So these are the commercial tools available which you can use for the CI purpose. So Jenkins is one of the tool which will help us to integrate all this stuff. So let me put it in this way. Jenkins has a capability to integrate with Git. See, continuous integration. So Jenkins can integrate with Git, SonarQube, Maven, JUnit, Packer, Artifactory, Ansible, Selenium, Jacoco, or any tool which you know that. So now development team and QA team will access the Jenkins for all this feedback related work. Whether my build is pass or not, or testing is pass or not, this is a QA, this is a development. So Jenkins become a platform for everyone, and where you can integrate all these phases which I discussed with all the tools here. So Jenkins has become a centralized place. It's like you can say it's like a platform for integration, integrate all the tools, phases, teams. That's the reason we call it Jenkins as a CI tool. So now you understood that what is the role of Jenkins now, all of you?
Yes. Sir, it is Jenkins pipeline or pipeline is a different thing.
No, it's the same pipeline. See here, there is a pipe. See, whatever the job you create at Jenkins, either
Mm-hmm.
you create through the job manually, okay, manual job through UI or through code.
Okay.
So both I'll show you that. You want to create a job manually, I'll show you. You want to create a job through coding, I'll show you. So
Okay.
this coding is called pipeline.
Okay. Because
This is a
we
pipeline, no?
always
You
hear
see,
we
this is a
this is the
pipeline.
pipeline. Yeah, that,
This is
that's
a
what.
pipeline. You send the code here, and output is here. Output, it can be wrong or right. I mean, good code or
Right.
bad code. Simple.
So the thing is that because when we say no that CI/CD pipeline,
Hmm.
generally we have this word CI/CD pipeline. So
This is a so this mode I am discussing right now, but coding can be done for this also.
okay, okay, got it.
Okay, so now this is a CI tool. Now let me tell you guys, this is a open source, yes, and it's a free. Okay, now this is developed in Java. So the moment I say developed in Java, so you need, if you install Jenkins, you need a Java prior to that. Now they have a multiple releases actually. Okay, so one of the release which is you have a Jenkins, which I'm going to teach you. There's one more release which we have, Jenkins, this one, Jenkins Enterprise. Okay, this is a paid one actually from the by Cloudbase. Cloudbase is the organization for that. There's one more software which has come, Jenkins X. This is for containers. Okay, and spelling, just avoid the spelling mistake. And one more which has there, which is called Blue Ocean. It is for pipeline. Okay, though you can get the pipeline done using here also, but this is designed for pipeline actually. Okay, pipeline coding. Okay, so which one I'm covering right now? This is the one. Okay, so this is the classic one, very popular. And whatever you guys are discussing, Jenkins, basically you are discussing about this Jenkins only. Okay, now the question is, how Jenkins works. Very simple, how Jenkins works. So here, Jenkins, you have to install it. I'll teach you how to install it. So when you install Jenkins, which is, let's say, this is a Jenkins, okay, and Jenkins, and this is you. So this is you, and you connect to the Jenkins web server, which is on 8080 port number. Okay, 8080 port number. So this is the web server, and here only you set up the jobs. Jobs means what? Jobs means job for analyzing, job for building, job for unit testing, job for testing. All these things you set up a jobs, and jobs you configure through the UI. Okay, and this jobs activity is being done in the node. This is the node. This is the website, web, and this is a node. Node means the place where the job will be performed. So you create an instruction here, but performance happen in the node. Now this node is a part of the same Jenkins server. That's the reason we call it a master node, you can call it, or built-in node, whatever you can call it. But you know what, you may have a multiple jobs, multiple teams, multiple projects. So many jobs you configure, this node might not handle it. So what you can do, you can create, add a more node. You can create a more node, separate node, a distributed one. So you can do that. So now this node can be typical VM. This mode can be cloud instance, or this VM can be cloud also, and this can be container also. Okay, so this can be anything actually. So here, container, Docker container, it can be, this can be VMs of AWS or Azure, or this can be any other Linux boxes, or this is a built-in node anyways. Did you understand that, all of you?
Yes, sir.
It's
Yeah,
like a master slave concept.
yes, it's like a master slave block. So this is, you can say, server. Okay, and this you can say worker or node. Okay, node. This is also node actually, but you can add a more node if you want it. So this is the architecture here. Architecture means you talk to website, configure jobs is being done in the node, reports back to website, you see that. So this is how it works. Okay, so now how it works you understood. Next question is how to install it. How to install it. So now installations are, again, you have a different way, because I told you, right, here you have uh, uh, this one, what I say, Java software. So Java can be installed anyways actually. So many ways you can install the Jenkins. Here you can install in containers also, Ubuntu, Red Hat, Windows, SUSE, and hell lot of options are there. War file also you can host in the Tomcat. That is also possible. Okay, so one of the method which I'm going to use it. So let me get a machines quickly. So this is Jenkins.
So you using each and everything you like with integrating with AWS, not with Azure, right?
No, where is the AWS is coming in this picture?
So the one you are using is AWS, right? No,
I need a
I'm just
VM.
asking.
I need a VM, and that
Okay,
VM is can be on Azure, Google Cloud, or my machine laptop. I can
okay.
install in my laptop also. I can
Okay. Is
I
there
can install anywhere.
any okay? Is there any chance that you can go with like Azure VMware?
What is the reason for it?
So actually, I'm totally into Azure. That's why I'm asking you. Is there any chance that you can explain with Azure VMware?
No, the question is my question is
Yeah.
how this
Okay.
Azure is impacting you. How Azure?
No.
Because I am getting a VM virtual machines. I can get it
Okay.
in my laptop. I can get
Okay.
it on AWS. I can get it on Azure. I can get it on Google Cloud. Now, why specific to Azure? Because I'm not teaching you Azure anything specific here. I'm
No.
teaching you Jenkins.
Yeah. Okay. You teaching me Jenkins. My question is like, you taking VMware from the AWS, right?
No, yes,
No.
I
No.
have
That's
taken the just a VM on AWS. Yes,
yeah.
VM on AWS. I can take the
Okay.
VM anywhere wherever I want, and I can install it.
Yeah.
So I can get it on Azure also. I can get it
Yeah.
on AWS. I am trying
Yeah.
to understand your mindset. Why you said you need a VMs on Azure only for Jenkins?
Not only for Jenkins, actually, I'm totally looking on Azure side. That's why I'm asking if you
No,
can
so this is
explain
not Azure
through
training.
Azure
When
VMware.
we'll have, wait. When we'll
Yeah.
have Azure training, you can ask for that Azure setup. Right
Okay.
now, I have a problem with my laptop. I have a VM virtual box
Okay.
installed. Okay. Now there is an option number. I have a two options for me. Let me tell you my problem. I have a usually
Yeah.
this is the VM I create from the virtual box. Now the problem
Okay.
is download and upload is very saddy. Okay. So I don't want to use the VM which is here. This VM is there already set up. But download and upload is very saddy. I mean, it's very slow. So what I decided, I'll go for the one VM on cloud. Now for the cloud, immediately I opted for AWS because I have a account over there and I used it actually. So it's a not
Okay.
so when you wire your mind, Jenkins is not related to Azure anyways. Azure is a cloud platform and Jenkins is a CI tool. Both are different. Okay.
So, sir, suppose in the real time scenario, we have we all are cloud people. No, I think everyone is working on cloud. So
Yeah.
when you have to deploy your continuous integration, the Jenkins that all the CI process that you have shown us,
Hmm.
basically where that Jenkins should install on your laptop or on the cloud. Maybe this could resolve the
Again, this is the mindset. That's the reason I ask. I think I forgot his name.
ready.
Suni Reddy. Huh? Why you are thinking that way? This thinking is very dangerous. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You are talking about the cloud, but what is a cloud? What is a cloud? Tell me. Cloud is a place where you can get compute. Okay,
Correct.
compute, storage, networking. That's all. You should not complicate your mind yourself with more than
Hmm.
that. Compute means, see, I'll put it in a very simple way. I have a laptop which has a no CPU, no RAM for installing this many software. So I'll go and ask Azure, hey, give me few VMs. This VMs, Azure VMs or AWS VM, all are same. That's what I'm thinking. Why we are thinking like that? These VMs, when you create Ubuntu VM on AWS or Azure or Google Cloud, only the UI changes. See here. Here also I have select Ubuntu. There also I'll select Ubuntu. That's all. So why we are thinking like that? This is the VM hosted by AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So now, in order to install Jenkins, I need a VM. I don't need a cloud. I need a VM, and this VM can be anywhere. Make sense?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So simplify your mind. So again, you will not get scared from the technology. This
No, 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 no.
platform,
I didn't confuse like that because I'm asking you like I don't know how to get a VMware from the Azure. Like that's why I asked
ah,
you.
that,
Like, Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing. I was.
So you okay? So if I go through that, no, the time topic will be diverted. So let's
I
not,
got it. You
because
can go ahead.
Jenkins.
You can go ahead. No
Yeah,
worries.
yeah. Okay. So I was doing something. Yes, I was creating a VM. So I was creating a VM, and I need a little bit higher VM because I don't want that the slowness and stuff like that. So can I use this one? Get it off. And security, yeah, allow all this port. I'll use this one. I need little bit more, so 20 GB sufficient should be okay. So this configuration should be okay for installing the VM. So what is IP address? This is the one. Now let me check the security group. Here it is. Security group we have in Azure also. Okay, it's same actually. Everything's same. Don't get lost. So 8080 port. Remember that I told you here 8080 port is required. So it's not open. So what I'll do is I'll create exceptions for this. So 8080 port, right? So for that, where is the TCP? Hmm. All TCP. Custom TCP. So what is the port number? 8080, right? And from everywhere. Done. So I allowed this network firewalls. That should be okay. Now let's go for instance IP address. Let me log into this. I'm showing you from scratch. I have a Jenkins installation already in my laptop, but I'm not showing you because the reason is you should have a complete visualizations how I did from scratch. So you should be able to understand this. 16 apply. Okay, so what is the username for this? Ubuntu. Key I have given it, and I have a one very bad habit, sudo -s. Okay, so I work in the root. So now what to do? I'll come to this website and select the Ubuntu. Okay, and then I copy paste this URL. These all are commands which you can, if you want to study, you can take it offline and do that. So updating is important. Why I opted for Ubuntu, I'll tell you. Ubuntu update is taking little less time compared to very less time actually compared to this one CentOS. CentOS taking update 3 to 4 minutes, and that I don't have a patience for that, waiting for that. So Ubuntu update is taking completed. Now I'm installing the required software, and this command will install the Jenkins. So Ubuntu is compared little fast compared to CentOS in terms of installation. So command here, if you see that Java 11 has been used, JRE, but there is one problem actually. JRE has been used, but I need to have JDK also. So that is a problem. So what to do? So Java install DevOps code. Now why JDK? Because we are going to build the software, correct? So for that you need a JDK. So open JDK Ubuntu, and I want this one. Okay, so I'll install anyways this one also. Almost done. Done. Let me install the JDK also. JDK for building purpose, not for running the Jenkins. Okay, we have to compile our own code, right? Almost done. And here, this is the last command which I want to do. Installing Jenkins. This is installing Jenkins.
This is for the Java. You're using like you're installing .var file.
.var. .var means
That's Jenkins.var file.
var file. Okay, yes,
So we
yes,
can
yes. This command will do, this is the system command actually, Ubuntu. So this basically you install Jenkins, and Jenkins installation is nothing but a var file. Yeah, that's true. So it will be var file. But because I'm using a Ubuntu, so I'm facilitating this one. But if you're deploying manually, then you install the Tomcat and deploy this var file. This is the one you can see here, this one.
Correct.
But many this is not this for learning purpose, okay, but not for running a enterprises software. So use the
so
Ubuntu
okay.
or RHL, this one.
Okay, how about the
Oh, very
Windows?
good.
Here
We'll
it's
go with the
MSI
Windows.
file. Yeah, MSI file.
So right now
Okay,
you are
so
installing generic.file, right? Generic Java package, right?
see, ultimately this generic package only will be installed, but median are different one. Okay, so in Windows you have MSI, RHL you have YAM, Ubuntu you have APT. So these are the one. So this is a the one which you click on, this one is a war file. Don't use this one for time being. Okay,
Okay.
do you have
So
a
I installed it
Java no,
on Windows.
then MSI file you'll have it.
I'm using, yeah, which one? The
M,
Windows file, right?
yeah, Windows, see that MSI file, you see the download is happening.
No, I didn't see any. Actually, give me a second.
Okay, so now what we did, I installed the Jenkins. How do we start it? So systemctl start Jenkins and status. Can I check this? It's running. See here, active running. So now how do we access? So IP address is here, and which port I said?
8080.
8080. Here it is. Now this is a Jenkins page, and they're saying, hey, if you are the owner of this Jenkins, there is a password lying. Give me that password. So I'll go and get this password. Here it is, and you give it, and done. Now, guys, I'll tell you one thing. Jenkins has been designed based on the plugin basic architecture. That means Jenkins, you have all the feature, but in form of plugins. Mind it, plugins. What is a plugin? Plugin, extension, component, module, uh,
It's a
add-ons. We call
type
it.
of tools.
This is a way to add a functionality in the software. Because if you like a functionality, install it, enable it. If you don't like it, don't install it or disable it. Simple. So everything in Jenkins is all about the plugins. Everything. I repeat, everything. So now Jenkins has been installed, but they're saying, hey, we don't have any plugin. What to do? So they have given a suggested plugin, or they have given some plugins. If you're a pro, you can go and pick the plugins from thousand list of plugins and install it. Right now, I don't have a patience for that. So suggested one. Clicked on it, and now it will take few minutes to install it. Meanwhile, I must show you google.com here, Sonar Cube plugins. Just type with this one, okay? Sorry, Jenkins plugin, not SonarQube. Here, if you see, this is a dedicated portal for the plugins only. And how many plugins you have? Look at this. That many plugins means that many features you have in Jenkins. That's the reason I do not talk about the features of Jenkins, because so many. Okay. So now depends on your requirement. You can come to here, search for the feature and install the plugin. How to install, I'll teach you. So now see, almost it's been done. Okay, and while it's being done, I'll teach you one secret formula. Okay, this secret formula is basically, once you come to Jenkins, you have to use it. Now what is secret formula? So let me tell you here, Jenkins basically is an open source tool, and so there is no as such guidelines given what to do and what not to do to configure the jobs. Okay, so basically once you log into Jenkins, don't go with a blind empty mind. You should go to the Jenkins with some answer. and that answer of the question which I'll tell you. So first thing you should ask, or
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.